Hey Carl, thanks for filling in for me this Sunday. Appreciate it. A couple of details about how to do the Sunday school. It's a little complicated, so I figured I'd make a video and that might help make it a little bit easier for you. Turn it around here for a second. We do the class with a PowerPoint, and that's the projector up there on the ceiling here in the fellowship hall. They'll all be sitting down there. I usually do my thing from my podium right up here up front. And there's the projector up there. So normally the first thing I do when I come in is it's all done by this computer that's here in the corner by the piano. Just gonna lift this up. And that'll pop up, and then all you gotta do is just tap to get to the log on screen. And then we log in. I'm gonna send you in an email what the password is so we don't put it on this. So let me type that in for just a minute. Alright, we make sure we use that user too that you saw in there, not the guest one but the other one. And then this will come up, and this is the main screen, and the things you'll be using Sunday are down here. Opening with the date, the 6/26, and then the lesson 2A. All you gotta do to get to the opening, that's a song that we do. We always start our Sunday school with an opening song. The pianist that we have, she knows what we're going to be doing, so I just double click on that and open it. And then down here I just do a right click to bring up that sub menu, and then I select full screen. There's a little clicker to do all of this, and it's right here. We just turn it on the side there. And this is the forward button, this is the back button. And then to turn on the projector, it's this other white remote next to it, right here next to the computer. And you've got to kind of walk over here a little bit toward the projector, and then you push the on button here until the flashing green light up on the projector turns on. Now you can't see that probably in the video, but that's what happened. And then since it gets kind of hot in here in our fellowship hall, we've got this secondary thing back here. See, it says auxiliary projector fan. I always turn that on, and that turns on that little fan up next to the projector and just helps it from not overheating and cutting out in the middle of your lesson, which is really annoying. Anyway, at the beginning of Sunday school, and I'll have a list of all this in the email that I'm sending you, we begin with doing the opening song, and it'll be projected up on the wall here in just a second when the projector comes on. And you'll see that. In just a second, see there it comes up on the wall. And then it's kind of hard to see, so usually what I do is I kind of sneak around back over here behind the piano. There's a couple of light switches. If you turn off the one that's closest to the wall, it turns off the front set of lights, and it makes this easier to see. So we begin with the opening song, and then the people just sing that. So when we get to the end of that verse, you just hit the forward thing, and we just go through until the song's all done. And that's the end of that one right there on that sheet. And then we list off the birthdays and other anniversaries for that. That sheet will be available for you over here on the podium. I will leave that for you. Plus I'll also probably be sending that to you in this email as well. And then after those things are announced, those anniversaries and birthdays, we have them sing this birthday song. And then after that, I ask anybody sitting out here if they have any announcements that they'd like to share for the day. And they announce all the announcements that they have. And then when they're done with that, then we just usually have a closing word of prayer. People will get their final goodies over here in the kitchen and get settled down for their class. The children will go where they're supposed to go to their classes. And we will have somebody here to make sure that your girls they know where to go to get to their classes. And then after everybody's settled, then we'll just do the adult class for here. So then you'll come back over here and just hit escape, and that'll put it back into the smaller view, and then just X out. And then you go down here and do the same thing for lesson 2A. Just double click on that, and then right mouse full screen. Now I did start this lesson last week, and you're going to see that in the email I'm sending to you. And there was a logical break point where I stopped, and that's where you're going to start up with, and that's what's here on the screen. So it'll be there, and then you just grab the clicker again, and you move forward and tell them what the session's about, and then we usually have an opening prayer. Everybody says this together, and then you can just jump right into it, and it'll have all of the questions and answers. And people are pretty good at reading the things when you need them to read them and answer the questions, but the neat thing about this is that all the answers are right there in the lesson, and you're going to see that because I'm going to send you all these PowerPoints as well. And then finally, when everything's over, we just have a closing prayer, and we end up on Sunday school at about quarter till the hour, about 9:45. And then we get ready to do the divine service. So I'm going to pause this now for a second, and then I'm going to take you next door and show you how things over there work. Okay, here we are next door in the sanctuary. Of course, this looks very familiar. Y'all have been here before. The place that I get ready is up over here. You go past the pulpit, and then you go through there, and then turn left, and here's the sacristy back in here. I keep all of my stuff in this closet in case you forget anything. You can borrow whatever you want from there, but the main thing back in here is in this set of cabinets here, right inside the door, this cabinet, the first one, and right in here is the microphone. And if you could make sure that you put this on, then that's all we really need you to do. You just clip it on, and there's one button on the top that you just have to push down and hold until it comes on, and let go, and then you're ready to go. And then push it again and hold it when you're done at the end of the service to turn it off. That's all you have to worry about. We've got people up top who run the sound system. They will take care of everything for you, so you don't have to worry about anything other than getting the microphone on your body and turning it on, and everybody else will take care of everything else for you. All the details about how the service work, of course, I've sent you in the email that this is a link to, and I've talked with our pianist. It's going to be the young ladies playing on Sunday. She's going to be playing up here up front on Sunday. I told her to take real good care of you, and she's going to do a good job for you. I hope these have been helpful for you. If you have any questions, of course, there'll be lots of people here to help you, but I just thought it would be helpful to give you some of those details and let you see what things are before you get here, especially the little complicated stuff about using the PowerPoint next door. Anyway, thanks again for everything you're doing for us, and we really do appreciate it. Thank you, and God bless your service, Trinity Congregation. One last thing I forgot to tell you. Came back to the fellowship hall. After you're done doing the Sunday school lesson, all you got to do is once again hit the escape to get that down to the minimize part. And just exit out. All you need is just close the computer, and then you grab this remote that does the thing up top, and you point it back toward the projector, and you push it. And then this will come up, and it says power off the lamp, and then you push that on-off button again, and it goes off. And then if you could finally just one more time shut off this auxiliary fan, and that'll take care of it. All right, I think that's it. Thanks again. Appreciate it. Bye.